Maybe tonight your mind is tired. Not your body, not your schedule, your mind. Because the thoughts won't stop, the worries won't stop, the fears won't stop. And perhaps that's why you're here tonight. Because you're exhausted. Not from doing too much, but from thinking too much. You lay down at night hoping for rest. But instead, your mind starts replaying conversations, replaying mistakes, replaying fears, replaying what ifs. What if things don't work out? What if something bad happens? What if I fail? What if I never feel normal again? And perhaps you are tired of your own thoughts, not because you've stopped believing in God, not because you lack faith, but because anxiety is loud, fear is loud, and overthinking is exhausting. Maybe tonight, you don't even know what to pray anymore. You don't know how to explain what you're feeling, because your thoughts are everywhere. And perhaps nobody around you understands. People see you smiling. People think you're okay. But they don't hear the battle inside your mind. They don't hear the noise. They don't hear the endless conversations happening inside you. But your Father does. He hears every anxious thought. He hears every fear. He hears every silent cry. And He is not disappointed in you, because He understands tired minds. He understands weary hearts. And He understands people who are trying their best. Perhaps tonight, you have been trying to fix everything, trying to understand everything, trying to prepare for every possibility, trying to control tomorrow. But your Father never asked you to carry tomorrow. He never asked you to solve everything. He never asked you to understand everything, because some burdens belong to Him. And perhaps tonight, you don't need more answers. You don't need another solution. You don't need to figure everything out. You simply need peace. Not the peace the world gives, but the peace that only God can give. Because His peace is stronger than anxiety. His peace is stronger than overthinking. And His peace is stronger than fear. Father, my mind is tired. The thoughts keep coming. The worries keep returning. And sometimes I don't know how to make them stop. But tonight, I bring you every fear, every anxious thought, every burden, every question. Lord, please quiet the noise inside me. Help me stop trying to carry things that belong to you. Help me stop trying to control tomorrow. And as this prayer begins tonight, teach my mind to rest. Teach my heart to trust. And remind me that I don't have to figure everything out, because you are already holding everything together. Perhaps that's why your mind feels so overwhelmed, because you've been carrying too much. Too many responsibilities. Too many possibilities. Too many fears. Too many expectations. Too many what ifs. And maybe tonight, you feel like if you stop thinking about everything, something bad will happen. You feel like you have to stay alert. You have to prepare for every problem. You have to find every answer. You have to control every outcome. But your Father never asked you to live that way. He never asked you to carry tomorrow. He never asked you to carry everyone's burdens.
And He certainly never asked you to carry the weight of the whole world. Because you are human. And humans were never designed to carry what only God can carry. Perhaps that's why your mind is tired. You've been trying to carry things that belong in His hands. Things like the future. Things like unanswered questions. Things like other people's choices. Things like situations you cannot control. And maybe tonight, your Father is gently saying, "My child, you can let go now. You don't have to hold everything together. You don't have to solve every problem. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to carry this alone. Because while you've been trying to manage everything, God has been inviting you to trust Him. Not because He doesn't care, but because He cares more than you do, and because He sees what you cannot see. Perhaps you've forgotten that. Perhaps anxiety has convinced you that everything depends on you, that if you stop worrying, things will fall apart. But worrying has never added peace. Overthinking has never created security. And fear has never guaranteed tomorrow. Because tomorrow belongs to God, not to anxiety, not to fear, and not to your thoughts. Maybe tonight, you don't need another strategy. You don't need another answer. You simply need permission to rest, permission to breathe, permission to stop trying to carry things that were never yours to carry. Because your Father is strong enough to hold your future, strong enough to hold your family, strong enough to hold your fears, strong enough to hold you. If this prayer is helping your heart tonight, don't forget to subscribe and join us every night as we seek God's peace together. You're never carrying this alone. Father, I've been carrying too much. I've been trying to control too much. I've been trying to figure out things that only you can understand. And tonight, I'm tired. So I give you my worries. I give you my fears. I give you the pressure. I give you the things I cannot control. Lord, teach me to let go. Teach me to trust. Teach me to rest. And as this prayer continues tonight, help me remember that I was never meant to carry everything, because you are already carrying me. Perhaps that's what you need most tonight. Not more advice. Not more opinions. Not more explanations. You need peace. Because peace brings clarity. And anxiety brings confusion. Maybe that's why your thoughts have been racing. Because fear has been trying to convince you that everything depends on you. That you have to think harder. Plan better. Prepare more. Stay alert. Stay worried. Stay anxious. But your Father never created your mind to live in constant fear. He created your mind for peace. He created your heart for trust. And He created your soul for rest. Perhaps tonight, your mind feels like a room filled with noise. One thought after another. One fear after another. One question after another. And the harder you try to quiet them, the louder they become. But maybe that's because peace isn't something you create. Peace is someone you receive. Because God does not bring confusion. He brings peace. He does not bring panic. He brings rest. He does not bring fear. He brings comfort. And perhaps while anxiety has been shouting, your Father has been whispering, "My child, be still. You don't have to understand everything tonight.
You don't have to solve everything tonight. You don't have to carry tomorrow tonight. You can rest. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking harder. Clarity comes from trusting deeper. And maybe tonight, you're exhausted because you've been trying to find peace inside your own thoughts. But peace isn't found inside endless thinking. Peace is found in God's presence, because His presence calms the noise. His presence quiets fear. His presence slows racing thoughts. And His presence reminds your soul that everything will be okay. Perhaps tomorrow won't have all the answers. Perhaps next week won't make sense. Perhaps some questions will remain unanswered. But you don't need perfect understanding to have peace. You only need to know that your Father understands what you cannot, because He sees the whole picture. He knows the future. He knows the answers, and He knows how to take care of His children. Maybe tonight, your greatest need isn't clarity about tomorrow. Your greatest need is confidence in the one who already lives there, because He is faithful, and faithful fathers take care of their children. He has brought you through difficult seasons before. He has carried you through nights that seemed impossible. He has comforted you in moments when you thought you wouldn't survive, and He will do it again. Father, my mind is tired. The thoughts keep racing, and sometimes I don't know how to make them stop. But tonight, I choose to stop listening to fear. I choose to stop trying to control everything, and I choose to trust You. Quiet the noise inside me. Replace confusion with peace. Replace fear with faith. Replace anxiety with trust. And as this prayer continues tonight, help me remember that I don't need to understand everything. I simply need to stay close to You, because where You are, there is peace, and where there is peace, my mind can finally rest. Perhaps tonight, you don't even know what to pray. Maybe your thoughts are too scattered. Maybe your heart is too heavy. Maybe your mind is so tired that you don't have the words. And perhaps that frustrates you, because you want to pray. You want to trust God. You want to feel close to Him. But your mind feels cloudy. Your thoughts feel tangled, and all you can do is sigh. But your Father understands sighs. He understands tears. He understands silence, and He understands exhausted hearts. Perhaps tonight you've been putting pressure on yourself, pressure to say the right words, pressure to have enough faith, pressure to pray perfectly. But your Heavenly Father isn't looking for perfect prayers. He's looking for surrendered hearts. And perhaps the most powerful prayer you can pray tonight is simply, Father, help me. Not a long prayer, not a complicated prayer, just an honest one, because honesty touches His heart. And maybe tonight, you don't need to explain everything, because He already knows. He knows why you're afraid. He knows why your thoughts won't stop. He knows why you're exhausted. He knows the burden you've been carrying. And He knows what nobody else sees. Because He sees the tears that never fall. He sees the fears you never talk about. He sees the thoughts you wish you could turn off. And He loves you. Not because you're strong, not because you have everything together, but because you're His child. And perhaps while you've been trying to pray perfectly, God has simply been waiting for you to rest in His love. Because He is not demanding, He is gentle, He is compassionate, and He is patient.
Maybe tonight, your prayer doesn't have to be eloquent. It doesn't have to be impressive. It can simply be, Father, my mind is tired. Father, I need You. Father, please give me peace. And that's enough, because your Father hears simple prayers. He hears whispered prayers. He hears tearful prayers. And He hears tired prayers.
Perhaps that's what Jesus meant when he invited the weary to come to him. Not after they had everything figured out, not after they became stronger, but while they were weary, while they were burdened, while they were tired. Because he knew that weary hearts need rest. And perhaps tonight, you don't need to force anything. You don't need to pretend. You don't need to have all the answers. You simply need to come to your Father and rest. If this prayer is touching your heart tonight, write, "Father, give me peace" in the comments. There are thousands of people praying with you tonight, and none of us are alone. Father, my thoughts are everywhere. My mind is tired, and sometimes I don't even know what to pray. But you understand me. You understand my tears. You understand my fears, and you understand my weary heart. So tonight, I simply come to you, not with perfect words, not with perfect faith, but with an honest heart. Please quiet my thoughts. Please calm my fears. Please help me rest. And as this prayer continues tonight, teach me that simple prayers are enough, because your love is bigger than my fears, and your peace is stronger than my anxiety. Perhaps tonight you've spent so much time fighting your thoughts that you've forgotten something important. You don't have to win every battle in your mind by yourself, because maybe that's what has exhausted you. Trying to control every thought, trying to answer every fear, trying to solve every possibility, trying to calm yourself down. And maybe tonight, you're tired of your own mind, tired of replaying things, tired of imagining the worst, tired of thinking about tomorrow, tired of wondering what might happen. And perhaps you've begun to believe that peace is impossible, that your mind will always be this noisy, that anxiety will always be this strong, that rest will always feel out of reach. But those thoughts are not the truth, because your Father never intended for you to carry your thoughts alone. He never intended for you to battle fear by yourself, and he certainly never intended for anxiety to become your master, because he is, and he is greater than every fear, greater than every racing thought, greater than every question that keeps you awake. And perhaps tonight, God is not asking you to figure everything out. He's asking you to give it to him. Give him the thoughts that won't stop. Give him the fears that keep returning. Give him the memories that still hurt. Give him the future you are afraid of. Give him the things you cannot understand. Because what is too heavy for you is never too heavy for him. Maybe tonight, you don't need to fight harder. Maybe you need to surrender deeper, because surrender is not weakness. Surrender is trust, and trust is where peace begins. Perhaps while you've been trying to quiet your mind, God has simply been saying, "My child, give it to me. My child, you don't have to carry this. My child, rest." Because he already knows tomorrow. He already knows the outcome. And he already knows how to take care of you. Maybe tonight, not every thought will disappear. Not every question will be answered. But peace can still enter your heart, Because peace does not come from knowing everything. Peace comes from knowing the one who knows everything. And perhaps that's enough. Not perfect understanding, not perfect emotions, just the quiet confidence that your Father is near and that He is holding what you cannot. Father, tonight I give you my thoughts. I give you my fears. I give you the worries that keep returning. I give you the questions I cannot answer. Lord, my mind is tired, and I don't want to carry this alone anymore. Teach me to surrender. Teach me to trust. Teach me to stop trying to control what belongs in your hands. When fear comes, remind me that you are greater. When anxiety returns, remind me that you are near. When my thoughts become loud, help me hear your voice above them all. And as this prayer continues tonight, teach my heart to rest in the truth that I don't have to carry every thought, because you are already carrying me. Amen.